Hey guys, I hope all is well. I want to make some videos on Unity and audio and sounds in Unity because I think as game developers a lot of times we focus on the code or the visuals, and that's super important, but really once you add in audio and sound effects, the game kind of comes to life. So before we get started here, if you guys are looking forward to this type of content, be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. And if you guys have any questions for tutorials, be sure to let me know. I intend to keep making more and more videos. I am definitely having fun with them, and I really believe that I learn when I teach. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Of course, I'm not an encyclopedia, so I can't answer all of them. I don't know everything, but I'll do my best to answer if I know if I have any information to share. Anyways, let's get cracking here. So, if we're talking about audio here, the first thing I want to do is just have a a super way just to play audio. So I have this sound clip here. I hope that's coming across okay. Not too loud, not too quiet. All I want to do is just play this in scene somehow, right? Because once we understand that, it's going to be a lot easier to build stuff on top of that. But if we don't have the foundation, it's not really going to make any sense as we continue forward here. So all that I have here is an empty game here. This is a 3D game. On the main camera, be sure to have an audio listener. If you don't have this component, you might run into some issues. You probably won't be able to hear audio. So make sure that make sure it's in play here, and you can think of it like that being the player's ears per se. That's what we're using to kind of listen to sounds. In scene here, or in game, as we build out more and more, you can have sounds come from different areas, right? If a player is facing this way, and maybe there's like an explosion over here, you can make it sound like it's coming from different areas. So would be sending the sound here. This is sort of receiving the sound in a way here, right? Anyways, so what I want to do here on the hierarchy, I'm going to right click, I'm going to create empty, and we're going to call this game manager. For right now, we're only going to play it from the game manager, so it's going to reset the transform to 000. Do keep in mind here that usually when you have stuff like this going on, if you have a sound coming from a certain source, like if a player is swinging a sword over here, you want the sound to come from that. Since we don't have anything in game, and since this is sort of a generic sound, we're just going to have it on 000, or we can even attach this to the camera if we wanted to. But right now, 000 works. Why don't we, let's reset this transform here. There we go, that's what's right in the middle. And on the game manager here, what we want to add is an audio source. Audio source. And this is going to kind of be like the way that we play our clips here, the way that we're able to control our clips. So the nomenclature is audio source, and then we have an audio clip that is played by the audio source. And you can see I just dragged on the sample sound right here. And by the way, I just went to Google and downloaded, sample MP3, and that's how we play that from there. That's how we set that up. And if we wanted to hear it, we hit play. And now we can hear the sound. One thing that's important to keep in mind here, if we go to our game window, if we have this muted, we're not going to hear it, of course, right? We're not going to hear any audio in game, right? So just make sure that's unmuted in order to hear it here. Of course, depending on your version of Unity, this might look a little bit different. The button might be a little bigger or smaller, but it should be about there. Anyways, back to scene here. We can see we have a bunch of different options here. If we didn't want the sound to play automatically, we would tick off play on wake, right? We could loop the sound so it keeps going over and over them. We could control the volume, the pitch, different things like that, 3D sound settings. We're going to cover a lot of this in future lectures. But right now, I just want to make sure that we understand how to play a basic sound in our game. Now, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.